And we are recording.
And we are recording. I look a little different. Why, Jeremy? Glasses.
You have glasses on today?
My allergies have been awful lately. I don't know if other people's have because of this changing weather. We are not having a winter this year, it would seem.
We have not had much of a winter at all this year. I think, we've had 2 snowstorms?
Yeah, and they didn't stick around. The snow didn't stick around very much.
No, and I think, what did we get? Maybe a foot on the first one and 2 or 3 inches on the second one?
Yep, it was sad. I was really rooting for a white Christmas, but we kind of got spoiled last year, so I guess this is our year to not have it.
And what you're hearing in the background right now is the cops are running somebody's license plate.
Should we be blocking this out so people can't hear it?
It's public, so I mean, it's going over a public broadcast for a radio station, so I think we're good. That's what happens when you work in the news. It's never ending.
He has his scanner on pretty much 24/7 minus when you're asleep.
Yeah, I don't have it on when we're sleeping because, well, usually
I would kill him. Just kidding.
She probably would. She does chastise me when I forget to silence my phone.
Yeah, because who wants to be woken up by that? And how many times have I had that happen?
Once maybe.
In our whole time of being together. You don't have to silence it. This is part of your everyday life.
I know. I'm just going to turn it down a little bit here.
But anyway, allergies. Allergies are awful this year. I don't have corona. It might be a head cold, but I'm thinking it's allergies because my eyes, by like 4 o'clock, I want to rip them out. So I'm always taking out my contacts right after work.
And I've noticed usually right after waking up in the morning, my eyes are itchy.
This is not about you, Jeremy.
I'm just saying.
And just itchy? You don't feel like they're on fire?
Well, kind of. I mean, they're itchy and they hurt to open. I'm not quite as dramatic as you.
No, it sounds like you're more dramatic because you're pointing it out after my horrible rant of having to take out my contacts every day.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Which, for the record, he cannot even look at me take out my contacts or put them in because you can't stand to see someone have anything happen to their eye.
It's disgusting.
He literally, his eyes water. If we see a scene on a movie, we went to the theater and you had to turn away, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I do not like it. Like if somebody touches their eye or even like right now talking about touching your eye, it drives me nuts. That is something that I do not get along with.
So who's the wuss?
You are.
No. So we're making a podcast because we're afraid tomorrow the world will end. Not because Biden is taking over, just because the two sides are so divided. And it's kind of scary.
Yeah, one of the local Dillon people, Crazy Hank, he got arrested.
I heard that.
Yeah, so if you don't know who Hank is, just drive down the main road that cuts through Dillon. And, before you get to Taco John's as you're headed south, you will figure out who Hank is just by looking at his building.
Yeah. What all does it say on there? There's a lot of things.
It calls you a sheep because you're wearing a mask. It says the storm is coming. He called General Flynn the people's general. I do not fully agree what happened to General Flynn, but I also feel like he did some of the things that he did for money.
Yeah.
Pretty much like what anybody in Congress and politics and that does.
Yeah. Politics are so heated. I don't want to say one way or the other because I usually can be swayed really easily when it comes to politics because I just like to, I'm open to what each side has to say. I have a lot of Democrat friends and I have a lot of Republican friends. So I like to stay as neutral as possible. Now, if you get me started on which is better, Pepsi products or Coke products, I have a strong preference.
And what is that preference?
That would be Mountain Dew products.
Speaking of Mountain Dew products, part of what sucks
started.
about living in a small town
Yeah.
is Mountain Dew came out with a new flavor,
They say it's amazing.
Major Melon, and we have been to...
I think it's Mega Melon.
No, it's Major Melon.
No, I think it's Mega Melon.
I think you're
You
wrong.
should Google it.
I'm Googling it right now because we have been to every store and...
oh, it is Major Melon.
Yeah.
I was wrong.
So as you can see, it's Mountain Dew soda, Major Melon.
They say it
And-
tastes like the watermelon Jolly Rancher.
So yeah, we have been to every store and we cannot find this anywhere in our lower part of Montana. We did ask Town Pump. And,
No, it was Town and Country, wasn't it?
Well, no, I messaged Town Pump on Facebook.
Oh, yeah. This
And-
was the first step.
Yes, this was the first step. And they said that they had it in Great Falls. And I have tried going onto eBay and they want $22 for a case of Mountain Dew.
And I love Mountain Dew, but no, thank you. And then this morning, wasn't it this morning? You learned at Town and Country.
Yes, I learned that because we're kind of a small, less populated thing, we are usually the last people to get new flavors of soda.
I think that's downright sad.
I would agree.
So, like, we don't even have that to look forward to right now when we very well could be approaching a civil war in our country.
And we won't even know what Major Melon tastes like.
Unless someone wants to drive to Great Falls and bring it to us. That would be pretty cool.
We even tried looking on the Walmart app and they didn't have it where they could deliver it to the store.
It was so sad. I love Mountain Dew. I've pretty much been drinking it since I hit puberty and have never stopped. It was sad when our Dairy Queen here switched from Pepsi products to Coke products, guys. I'm not even going to lie that I threw a little bit of a redheaded tantrum in the store.
It was probably literally the funniest thing I have ever seen was when she looked at the guy behind the counter and chastised him for their choice of getting rid of Mountain Dew and replacing it with Mellow Yellow.
I feel bad. I am passionate. Ask anyone. Ask my coworkers, ask my family, ask my friends. I'm passionate. Those things that are trigger buttons for me, like Mountain Dew, it's going to affect me when I learn it's not available at one of our handful of restaurants here.
Wasn't one of your statuses on Facebook at one time something about keeping an emergency case of Mountain Dew behind
In your car.
in the trunk of your car?
Yeah, I still stand by that. I said, what did I say? I just said that.
I think is what you said is you asked if it was normal for people to carry a case of Mountain Dew as a backup in their car.
I think that's perfectly normal. There for a while, you were addicted to Monster energy drinks.
I was addicted to Monster Energy drinks really bad. I would probably drink at least one a day, 7 days a week. And then one day we both decided to get off the energy drinks.
It really wasn't that hard for me. Like, I actually picked it up on our trip to get married, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was when you really started drinking them.
Well, because we went to this car wash. What was that car wash's name?
Fabulous Freddy's.
And that was amazing. They have like a little cute supermarket inside. And that was the first time I tried the grape and cotton candy Bang energy drinks. I say both of them because you got one and realized you can't drink it because that
Has aspartame.
Yeah, and that gives you headaches.
Yes, aspartame will give me a migraine.
So I got really addicted to the Bang energy drinks. But that was only like, what, a year addiction and
It was about a year and a half.
a year and a half. But I wasn't like super addicted to them. I could take Mountain Dew instead for the most part.
Yeah, you could. But what would you do right now if I cut you off Mountain Dew?
Oh, I'd probably kill myself. Is that dramatic?
No, not at all.
Is that the siren going off?
No, that is the sound that I always think is the siren going off.
Oh, the water
and
above
then
you?
I realize it is not the siren going off.
That's the other thing. He's got to listen to hear if the siren goes off because he's chasing these news stories, guys.
So, yeah, and then I don't know if it's the heating pipes or what it is in this building, but something goes off, and it is very, very similar to what you hear when our siren goes off and you're inside.
That's crazy. So one thing I wanted to mention is we're going to do a Valentine's Day show.
Yeah, for Southwestern Montana News, we are going to do a Valentine's show. So far right now, we have Debbie lined up. She's going to do something really special.
I'm so excited for the adults.
Yeah, she is going to do, like I said, something special for the adults. And then we also have Mr. Church, who is going to do his top 10s as usual.
Is he doing love songs or can we not release that yet?
I think he's going to do top 10 love songs.
Oh, fun.
And then I'm going to go to Stephen's greenhouse and talk to the Bocas and kind of get an idea of what goes into getting stuff ready for Valentine's Day.
Maybe place an order for your loving wife.
I don't believe in flowers. She's never received flowers, so.
He gives them to me like on a pretty regular basis. He's a good husband.
I do that. But no, then the other thing we've gotten lined up is Johnny Briggs will not play Cupid, so we're going to save you guys from seeing Johnny in a diaper and wings.
Bummer.
I know. That was going to be so awesome.
If anyone else wants to.
Yeah, if you don't
you
care
could be
about your
Cupid.
body and you want to put some wings on and wear a diaper, I'll give you a bow and we'll put a heart arrow on it. You can, you can be Cupid.
I do think we want to get the community involved in this. So I was thinking, well, one segment I'm thinking the singles awareness days. I have a single brother, and sometimes
So if any of you single ladies would like to get to know a guy, his name's Jared.
No, that's not where we're going with this. He'll kill me if you do that. We're saying that we want to do like a mock interview, we're thinking, with these single awareness about their favorite things about Valentine's Day.
Yeah, aren't we gonna call it Singles Awareness Day?
Yeah, is that
Yeah.
what I said?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I wasn't listening. But we're going to basically do some stuff for the single people. And we have the road agents are going to do a love song, but most of their songs are kind of anti-love. So it'll be an anti-love song. So it'll be good for Singles Appreciation Day.
It's kind of like us.
Exactly. We all
No.
love one another. We tolerate
I
it.
love him. I think we should also try and include couples too, though. I was thinking about this earlier. I haven't run this by you yet. We should see if any couples want to come in and sit in front of your green screen and just say their favorite things about each other.
So like basically we'd have them say what they love best about one another.
Yeah. Or like tell a cute story of when they met or something romantic, like with us. You want me to go first?
Sure, go right ahead.
So I could get in front and say, I was pretty much single and alone all my Valentine's days. I had a few boyfriends, but they were awful on Valentine's Day. This scanner's going off again.
There's a noise complaint going on right now.
Hopefully it's not us. So I would say that when did we first spend a Valentine's Day together? It was 2018. So that was what, 3 years ago?
3 years ago.
So up until I was like 33,
Yeah.
up until I was 33, I really hated Valentine's Day, but I'm a hopeless romantic. So, of course, I'd watch all the cheesy love movies and I just binge on chocolate. But then I found you and I've never been happier. You're the love of my life. So,
Aw.
okay, your turn.
It's kind of caught me on this
I know, putting you on the spot, eh?
Yeah, I did chase you for 2 years.
He did.
I did. I chased her for 2 years, and she decided that finally, after 2 years, she was going to give me a chance. We went on a date, and the rest is history. Boy,
Well, that's cute enough. I think that's cute enough. Like, that would be my biggest piece of advice for girls and women nowadays, and probably even men too, that it doesn't have to be dramatic. Like, you can have someone chase you and all their intentions can be pure and it can feel easy, and don't worry that it's going to be boring. I think that was my biggest thing with you. And I didn't want to ruin our friendship.
yeah, we had a really good friendship. So yeah, I mean, I'm kind of an introvert in sort of ways. Most people might not believe that, but I probably did come across kind of as a boring person at first.
No.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. But no, and we both kind of had things we had to get out of the way, and we
Yeah.
got those things out of the way. So in the long run, I think it worked out best.
I think so. So I'm excited for another Valentine's Day with you.
Me too.
And I'm excited to do the show. So I guess what we're saying is, let's get a Cupid. If someone wants to dress up with a diaper, and we'll get a bow and arrow, maybe from Sarah at Badger Archery.
We have one right over there on the wall, babe.
Oh, we've already got the bow and arrow. Shout out to Sarah at Badger Archery, though. Then we want Singles Awareness Day volunteers. Someone out there?
Okay, we are back.
Okay. So we want someone to play Cupid. That would be awesome. We would take probably anyone. A cute little baby or a kid would be cute.
Yeah, if we could find somebody who had a kid that could.
Would let us borrow a kid for a while and sign a consent form.
Yeah, exactly.
We're not going to do anything to it. We just want Cupid.
Yeah, we just want a kid that would take a little bit of direction and kind of come out as Cupid and pretend he's going to shoot us with a bow or something.
Yeah, I think that'd be really cute. We want single people for our Single Awareness Day segment that are okay with us asking them silly questions and just giving them the best responses ever.
Yeah, so, I mean, you're married. You'd like to come down and kind of talk a little bit about your love story.
That would be sweet.
You're
we
single.
could release, if these run pretty long, we could release them as separate things too.
We could, we could start recording, and we could get people where we release one of the love stories each day leading up to Valentine's Day or the week of Valentine's Day, because it's on a Sunday, right?
Sunday.
Yeah.
That would be so sweet. You need to get Debbie in here and talk about her love. Debbie from the bookstore.
Yeah, we could do that. We could
That
get
would be
Debbie
sweet.
in. Let's see, who else could we probably get in? We could get in our parents.
Well, my dad, but I don't know if my mom would.
Yeah.
I don't know if we could get your dad in.
That's what I was just going to say. It's kind of the opposite with mine.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And it'd be a good opportunity because if we film you and then we'll release it in some sort of way for the family and friends that you haven't seen during Corona and the shutdown, you could say, just tune in here.
Yeah, or somebody could see you single and be like, I need to go date that person.
I know.
We could make a love story.
We can make a love connection.
Boom, boom, boom.
That would be fun. I would love it if we could hook up some of our single people.
I know, that would be kind of fun.
Because you and I both moved away.
Maybe we could play the dating game.
Oh, that'd be fun. We'd have to have a lot of people, though, to kind of weed out, don't you think?
We got like 3 girls and 3 guys, and we could kind of figure out something to do.
Do you think we could fit them all in here? Yeah, we totally could. Have
If
some
not,
over
we
there.
could move everything out there and then just do them out in the front of the office.
Yeah. Okay.
Or put the guys back here and the ladies out front.
Yeah.
And then the guys have to answer questions.
The problem is Dillon and southwestern Montana in general is so small. I think if they heard the other person talk, they would probably figure out who it is.
Is that you, Sherry?
I know, right?
Probably.
I don't know. These are all fun things to play with. We'll start probably getting things filmed, the first week in February?
Yeah.
First and second week?
Yeah, we'll start working towards it. Actually, probably the 1st of February, we'll start trying to put things together. And
Yeah.
then that way it'll give me enough time to edit and get stuff put out. Because like today, I mean, we had an 1.5-hour podcast I did with Wally, and it was 9.5 hours rendering.
Yeah, that's insane. So, yeah, we need to get this all underway and filmed so that you can edit. Because crazily enough, all of the Christmas show, you edited and prepared and filmed and did pretty much all by yourself.
I did. I ran that whole show by myself, edited it, did all that.
I was just in front of the camera.
Yeah,
Nothing.
she was just the star.
It wasn't the star. We heard from our son this weekend that the Christmas show was good except for the movie review part because it was kind of long and boring. And honestly, I went back and watched it and it was kind of long and boring. And I feel bad because there's so many good movies. I need to keep it short and sweet for the Valentine's show, I
What do you think? 4 movies?
Yeah. How many did I end up doing for the Christmas show?
I think 5 or 6.
It was just too many. And I can see, I try not to think I'm a conceited or cocky person. I like to spend time with you. I think that's why I like doing this show stuff with you. But I rarely go back and watch what I've done or see myself.
Yeah, I mean, this is a great way because I'm usually so busy and you're busy. You work from home.
Yeah.
And, I've got the office plus any given time during the day, I could be in 30 different places. So, yeah, I mean, it kind of works out great that
we can spend time together.
Yeah, we can come in here. We can do the show.
The movie
we
reviews.
Can spend a little bit of time together.
Like, I would love, okay, here's what I'm going to say. I would love to do, like, a monthly show. So, like, we had our Christmas show.
Yep.
And then I didn't think January really warranted much.
Maybe we could have did something for New Year's.
I know, but I felt like it's too close. But I'd like to do a Valentine's show. I think a St. Patrick's Day show would be fun. Easter.
Yeah, we could
4th of July.
Yeah, because we have Valentine's Day coming up. We have St. Patrick's Day. We have Easter. Then there's kind of a little bit of dead in May and June, but we could think of something to come up with.
I think it'd be fun.
Rolling out the summer with less COVID restrictions. Maybe that would be a good one.
I think it'd be fun. I know we're not Corey and Ron, but those two got pretty busy. And it was a lot to ask of them. And especially when I can be with you and you can edit on your time and my schedule. We kind of live together.
Yeah, so. And it's kind of nice too because then I can also do the setup for like doing interviews and stuff. And then when I do that, it makes it easier for scheduling because I can schedule them around their time and my time, and I'm not having to jump back and forth with a couple different people. It gives it more of a set schedule that way.
Yeah,
so,
I can see the perks.
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of little perks we could do to making this a show, and we could just get it done, and hopefully you guys like it. We'll do it about once a month.
I think that'd be really fun. And if you get sick of us,
just tell us.
Just tell us. I tell Jeremy all the time. Like,
She does. She's like, don't you have a game to go play?
can't you go in and play on the Xbox? Because I want to read or watch my trashy reality shows. I'm into the Real Housewives of New York right now.
Very, 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 how would you say?
Challenging for you?
It is.
Just because they're so dramatic?
Dramatic,
Loud.
loud. The things that they think are like life-threatening and it's going to end their lives is pretty funny when you're a multimillionaire.
The funniest is when he came home the other day after work and like I greeted him pretty like hostile, I guess you could say. And he didn't understand why. And I didn't necessarily divulge that information right away. But after I had calmed down a little, I'm like, I just saw a huge epic fight on this show. And I was rooting for people. And so that's kind of my excuse.
Yeah, so I came home and she was in a very grouchy mood. And later on, I find out it's because of her trashy reality show.
It helps me. I don't get to, it sounds like you've imprisoned me, but I don't leave the house very much.
You don't.
And I like it that way. I'd like to just have the reality shows be the only sense of human interaction I get, I guess.
Yeah.
Which is pathetic. No, it kind of is, but...
Well, it's better than dealing with some of the people.
What are you scrolling for on here?
I am actually putting together a news article right now as we're doing this podcast.
Oh, should I be stopping so
No,
you can
you're
do
fine.
that?
We can continue to do this.
What's breaking? What's the breaking news?
Montana moves to phase 1B of vaccine distribution.
So what does that entail?
Well, Governor Greg Gianforte today announced that Montana is moving into phase 1B of the COVID-19 vaccine distribution plan. In phase 1B, COVID-19 vaccines are available to Montanans 70 years of age and older, 16 to 69 years of age with high-risk medical conditions. I am fat and obese, so I could get one. And Native Americans and other persons of color who may be at elevated risk for COVID-19 complications.
Cool beans. You said you'd actually try and get the vaccine, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of doctors that do not take a political side that I follow. One of them is Dr. Drew Pinsky. He's pretty much gone against everything what California is, and he's been really railing on it as a failed state. And because of that, I believe in a lot of what he has to say. And I know when they were in the final phases of the COVID vaccine trials, he was trying to get in to be one of the test subjects for it.
Holy cow.
That alone is actually kind of enough to make me think that it's safe.
It's worth it.
Yeah, and I also know now, though, he's on a podcast with Tom Segura and Christina Pazinski, and they all caught COVID.
Oh, yeah,
so,
they did.
I don't know if he needs the vaccine now. But according to science and medical research, from what I've seen, if you catch COVID, you have no antibodies in your system after 6 months, so it doesn't know how to fight it. So you can catch it again.
Joy.
Joys of surviving through a pandemic.
Yeah. Well, you get that vaccine and tell me how it is, and then I'll get it a little bit later.
Okay.
I mean, I would probably still qualify. I'm overweight and stuff, but...
And, with me constantly being in crowded rooms where half the people don't wear masks, I mean, for my personal safety, I think I would be good
just
to get
because
it.
you're around everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's me that doesn't see anyone but our cat.
Yeah, which, I mean, you work from home.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I go out and I cover public events, and a lot of the events I cover are events where half the people don't believe in the mask mandate, and they don't wear them, and I'm in a small, crowded room. So, my odds of catching COVID are probably really great. It won't surprise me if I haven't already had it, and just, either had a mild case, or B, just was asymptomatic.
Yeah, I can see that. I don't know. Along with politics, the mask thing is another thing that I don't want to take a stance on. I just want the Major Melon Mountain Dew to come to Dillon.
So yeah, if you know where there's some Major Melon Mountain Dew, send it our way.
Should we wrap this up?
Let's wrap it up.
Okay, so Valentine's Day. If you want to play Cupid,
Or if you have a love story you'd like to share,
or if you want to be on the Single Awareness Day part where you're single looking for love,
we would love to hear from you. So email me at southwesternmtnews@gmail.com.
I hope we get a lot of people that respond.
Me too.
More people than I thought entered the Christmas light competition.
Yeah, we had 11 or 12 people enter it, and
That
we
was
gave
pretty
out
good.
like $80 in prizes.
That was awesome.
Yeah. So
I had so much fun making that show. I mean, I care that people enjoy this, so we're always looking to make this better, but I had fun.
yeah, and I mean, you know, like with the Christmas light thing, we've already got people asking about it next year. They're going to be
awesome.
sponsors for it.
That's awesome.
We will do probably, depending on the type of response we get, we'll probably do a first, second, and third place. I mean, like this year, I was really busy throughout the month of December, and I will admit, Southwestern Montana News is ran by one person, and so almost everything's done by me. So I sometimes bite off more than I can chew, and I really did that bad in December. And
I didn't see him much in December.
so is what we're hoping to do is next year it won't be a fly by my seats type of thing, and I will be able to ahead of time get people ahead that want to sponsor it, people that want to put out prizes, and then that way we can do a first, second, and third. I'm going to kind of do it a little bit different too with the way we did the pictures, so that it'll kind of show the display better, and maybe do like a quick
sweet.
10-second video or something. So if the lights flash or something like that, you can see it.
That'd be cool.
But yeah, I mean, this year was kind of a test year, I guess you could say, for Southwestern Montana News. We're still in business, so I guess the test worked.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
I just want to say that it was a tough hurdle, especially in April and May. I think you were discouraged.
I was. And then also it kind of in the end of the summer too. You know, like October, it was a tough month for me too. But, we just want to keep growing, and we just kind of want to keep doing stuff that's kind of new and kind of different for Dillon. And, love us or hate us, we're going to do the job the best we can, with also not trying to pick a side.
Yeah.
And just be fair. I mean, we're going to be fair for all news articles we put out.
Yeah.
We will listen to both sides of the story, and we'll put it out. And if we're wrong, we'll admit it. But
so many people have contacted you with corrections or just like little tidbits to make sure you get the most real and true story, and you appreciate that.
Yeah, I do. So I mean, it's just, you see something we report and you don't think it's correct, let us know and we'll look into it. And if it is wrong, we will update the article and we will make it right. But if it's something that, everything we look at says that it's not right, then we're not going to change it. And the reason why is because we want to go back to the old way of news, where it's not biased. We don't pick a side. We just report it as it is. So, I mean, if you think you're being picked on bias, or if you think we're pointing it out unfair, we're here to observe and report. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to observe and I'm going to report.
I like that. Okay, we were wrapping up. I keep interjecting. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Typical wife.
Damn wife.
I know.
Should we play a song for the way out?
Sure. Do you have something good? We're going to get canceled for sure.
Probably.
See you guys.
See ya.